here for you. Fox 4 News starts now.
Hi there, I'm Steve Noviello with a look at what is making news right now across North Texas. Police in Garland, east of Dallas, say a man murdered his neighbor during an apparent argument over a dog. It happened Saturday night in a neighborhood near Garland Avenue and Beltline Road. 33-year-old Rontarius Hamilton was shot and killed. Police arrested 18-year-old Isaiah Kella after talking to witnesses. They say Hamilton had been arguing with one of Kella's family members before the 18-year-old pulled the trigger. They're now trying to figure out exactly why that fight turned deadly.
Permanent outcome for a temporary situation. And you got multiple families involved here that are in pain. You obviously have the deceased, and then you have the shooter's family.
Family told Fox 4 off camera he leaves behind 2 children. Kella is now charged with murder. He is still in jail with no bond set. Well, the voting equipment in Dallas County is being tested today ahead of the March primary elections. The county's elections department is inviting voters to its first ever public verification test. Fox 4's Hannah Patah is there with more.
We're at the Dallas County Elections Department where they're testing out an idea for the first time here that apparently went so well over in Tarrant County and Collin County that they wanted to also invite the public in Dallas County, anyone, to come here and test out the voting machines for themselves. So that's what they're doing today. Everyone can grab a ballot containing actual races and propositions that will be on the March primary, fill out the vote, and then see how the counting machine works and really how accurate it is. Now, they wanted to emphasize none of the votes today are going to be counted towards that primary ballot, but this is just a way to hopefully add transparency to the public. Now, to validate the process of the voting system, anyone is allowed to use those ballots. These ballots are only going to be used to validate the results produced by the voting machines. They're for testing purposes only, and they'll have no effect on the upcoming election. That primary election, by the way, is March 5th. The last day to register to vote is February 5th, and the last day to request an absentee ballot is February 20th. In Dallas County, I'm Hannah Patah.
Soccer fans will have to endure cold and even rainy conditions to see one of the greatest players of all time take the field today in Dallas. Lionel Messi and Inter Miami will play FC Dallas in a preseason match at Cotton Bowl Stadium in Fair Park. It starts at 5 this afternoon. Now, Paige Ellenberger is already at the Cotton Bowl with a preview.
And this is such an exciting way to start off the preseason for FC Dallas, hosting Inter Miami here at the Cotton Bowl Stadium, which is pretty significant because the team has not played here since 2009. Although this was the original home for FC Dallas back when it was named the Dallas Burn. The club played here at the Cotton Bowl off and on starting in 1996 until they moved to their new home, Toyota Stadium in Frisco. The temperature is expected to be in the 40s when FC Dallas takes on Inter Miami at 5 this afternoon. But for some fans, being cold is just a small price to pay to watch one of soccer's greats, Lionel Messi, who plays for Inter Miami. The last time these two teams met was back in August. That match ended in a 4-4 draw before a dramatic penalty shootout gave the win to Miami. Parking lots today open up at 2, though tailgating is not allowed. Kickoff is set for 5 p.m. tonight. So if you are heading out here to the Cotton Bowl Stadium, dress warm and bring your rain gear. In Fair Park, Paige Ellenberger for Fox 4 News.
All right, there's a little bit of a catch here. If you are heading out to the Cotton Bowl today, you're going to want to take the Fox 4 weather app with you. It's got live radar plus information on watches and warnings. You can watch live newscasts. The app is free to download. Just scan the code on your screen. However, we are being told that there are no umbrellas allowed out there at the field. Good luck. The TCU women's basketball team is bringing a player on board who's now a multi-sport athlete. The team added sophomore Sarah Sylvester for the remainder of the season. Now, she's a Horned Frogs volleyball player, but stepped up when the basketball squad put out the call for walk-ons. TCU, as we've been reporting, women's basketball roster has really been crushed by injury and illness. They held an open tryout after being forced to forfeit the last 2 games. Sylvester was a decorated basketball player in high school. TCU's next game is tomorrow at home against Central Florida. Well, if you're still stewing over your disappointment with the Cowboys, there is one more pro football happening soon in North Texas. The Dallas Ocelots are one of the 4 teams set to play in the American Flag Football League's inaugural season. There is hope that more teams will join the league next year. Now, flag football growing very fast here. We're not just talking about your kids. It's actually going to be an Olympic sport this summer. The Ocelots coach says, no, this is not what you're used to with the kiddos. It's going to actually be highly competitive.
It's a great opportunity for people that are young coming up into the game, that played either college football, NFL football, whatever, or, just flag football. It's a different game than tackle football, but it's definitely got some similarities and some things that are, tied in together.
The Dallas Ocelots home game is May 4th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium on the SMU campus. Tickets are now on sale. We do have a link with more information on our website, fox4news.com. All right, coming up next on Fox 4 News, the fog is rolling into the Metroplex. We've got some tips for how to stay safe when you hit those roads today.
More rain on the way. We'll time it out for you in your full forecast.
A veteran firefighter will make history tonight in Dallas County when she is sworn in as the town's fire chief. Tammy Kaye will take the oath this evening in Sunnyvale, east of Dallas. The town says she will be the first female chief at a full-time fire department in North Texas, just one of 5 in the entire state of Texas. Kaye has served more than 25 years with Dallas Fire Rescue. She was also part of the governor's EMS and Trauma Advisory Council.
Well, a soggy and cold day across North Texas today, starting off in the 30s here in the Metroplex. And looking ahead to the rest of the day, temperature's not going to warm up too much. I think we get back into the lower 40s later this evening. And we'll see the rain taper off. We're going to get a little break from the rain heading into this evening and tonight. But don't worry. The rain will be back later on today. Now, but something we've been dealing with across the area overnight and into this morning is there has been some light freezing rain along the Red River. This is still continuing at the moment. So if you're going to be heading up towards Oklahoma or up into our northern zones along the Red River, you may run into some slick roads even into the early parts of this afternoon. But we do expect this to change over to all rain as we head into this evening and into tonight. And in fact, we are dealing with rain at the moment, but I think by mid-afternoon, most of this rain will be off to the northeast, and we should get a little break from the rain heading into tonight, though the clouds will stick around. So dry for that evening commute, but another disturbance moves in as we head into Tuesday morning. This is 6:30 tomorrow morning. There's those showers developing, so likely we'll run into some rain for that morning commute on Tuesday. And once again, we're just looking at another soaker heading into Tuesday afternoon. It does look like it moves out, though, by Tuesday night. We get another little break. And then Wednesday morning, notice, here's the rain starting to increase, especially over the eastern half of the area. So taking a look at those rain chances over the next several days. High chance for your Monday. High chance for your Tuesday. Scattered showers on your Wednesday. We're dry on Thursday, but there's another disturbance coming in on Friday, bringing us more scattered showers. May see a few of those lingering into Saturday morning, but I think for the most part, this weekend will be okay. So we have 2 waves of rain coming. We're going to deal with the rain the rest of today, more rain tomorrow, a little more on Wednesday, and when you add it all up, you'd see about 1.5 inches here across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But notice the bullseye down in Houston, Shreveport, southern Louisiana. That's where the greatest flood threat's going to be this week. So I'm not worried about flooding here, but if you're going to be heading east or southeast, you may run into some flooding rain. But we're not done with the rain now. You can see another disturbance moves in heading into Friday, and once you add it all up, we should end up with about 2 inches of rain here across North Texas through the end of this week. So much needed rain on the way. And looking ahead at the longer range, this is the 8 to 14 day rainfall outlook. Look at that. Above average rain expected across the state, so there is more coming down the pipeline. You can see California soaking wet. That Pineapple Express getting going out there thanks to El Nino. Eastern half of the country does look to stay drier than average, though. All right, so temperatures over the next several days. It's going to be chilly, but above average chilly. We'll take that after the start to the January we had. Lows will be in the 40s through Saturday. We do see a little cool down heading into this weekend, early next week. You can see back down to near freezing heading into next Monday morning. During the day, I see 60s, so we just got to get through today. But then we see a warming trend Thursday, Friday, high temperatures, 62, 64. There may be some rain around, but we'll take it right after that cold snap we just had heading into this weekend. A little cooler, 50s, but 50s will feel good compared to what we've had over the past week and a half or so. And just looking ahead at the longer range, you got to love it, right? Well above average temperatures for everybody across the United States. So we're loving the orange, we're loving the red. You can keep that around for a little bit after that chilly start to this month. You can see, look at your 7-day forecast, 43 today. We're down to the 40s tonight, but we're going to deal with that rain, right? So here's the waves of rain the rest of this morning into mid-afternoon. We dry out heading into this evening. Tomorrow, more rain on Wednesday. We get a break on Thursday, more rain on Friday, but heading into this weekend, we do dry out, but high temperatures down into the 50s.
Starting today, DART is expanding its GoLink and bus service to more areas of North Texas. GoLink is DART's on-demand curb-to-curb service, which is quite popular in Plano. The expansion is meant to get more people where they need to go in 3 areas: North Dallas, the Garland-Rowlett area, and the Riley-Kellberg zones in southeastern Dallas and beyond. DART is adding smaller expansions to several other GoLink zones. And if you take DART's bus route 216, it is now extended from Elsie Fay Higgins Street down to Dixon Street. Well, the brother of Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons taking shots at Dallas fans in social media post over the weekend. Terrence Parsons Jr. accused the Cowboys organization of crimes against his brother. He did not specify exactly what he meant. Micah Parsons responded yesterday saying his brother's comments are his and his alone. And Micah Parsons says he loves his team. Terrence Parsons responded that a few minutes later saying he meant no disrespect to any of the players and adds that his words may have been twisted. Of course, for news anytime, head to fox4news.com. Stay safe.